Okay then, Helldivers, we are back and we have got loads to go over today. Yesterday we had the announcement of the brand new Warbond Control Group. This brought along an array of incredible things, and today Alexus, our developer of Balance, an absolutely beautiful man, has actually come to the Discord and given us a load more information. This guy is all about numbers and I can't wait to see what it is that he talks about, as we have got the armor passive to talk over. We are also going to be talking about the laser turret, how long it takes to explode and what it can do damage-wise before that point. We're also going to talk about the warp pack and so much more. So we're going to dive into all the information you guys need to know today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on, it'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, who today, yes, today has finally released their carbonated canned drinks for the GamerSupps franchise. These are going to be selling very, very fast, but it is the best in the market. You need to get your hands on it before it does sell out. Link's going to be in the description. Use code CloudPlays at checkout. You'll get yourself a cheeky discount and it will help me out a ton. Also, if you want to get involved with that giveaway for super credits with this new Warbond coming out, all you have to do is put an electric bolt in the comment section. It'll enter you in. Something tells me that the sparks are about to start flying with this new Warbond. So let's dive into this one and see what it is that's happening in Helldivers 2. So starting off, we were talking about armor passives and such in the Discord, and Alexus actually gave us a full breakdown with this message right here stating, okay, so I've just checked with the Bascanator. I can share the full effect of the Adreno Defibrillator. This one states right here, first of all, it zaps you back to life, pumps you with stims. Given that you didn't lose a limb, your health will keep draining forever. You also have an increased stim duration of 2 seconds and a 50% resistance to arc damage. Now, this for me is absolutely huge because this says one thing. This says that they've been listening. All of this time, the armor passives have been coming up a little bit out of the curve, not really making massive amounts of sense versus everything else that's in the Warbond. And finally, we have this one which seems perfect. It's innovative. It has the arc resistance, which means that the grenade is going to be actually utilized correctly. There is so much in this and I absolutely love it. Your health will keep draining forever though, so yeah, just be careful with that one. It's going to be an interesting play out, that's for sure. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the brand new armor passive and whether it's something you guys think that you will be using, as I think it'll be one that I'll use quite often. On top of that, he actually goes into the laser turret. Yes, the laser turret itself is absolutely crazy, but what it did say is that the overheat on this, it can blow up the turret. Obviously, it has heat sinks and it will fire repeatedly while everything is there, and then it will overload and blow up. Now, people were wondering how quickly is this thing going to blow up? Alexus stated right here that the last time I checked, it killed a full Bile Titan and exploded immediately after that. But considering the chaotic nature of the game, it's not consistent, e.g. it might get distracted with other enemies. But based on how much we know it takes to take out a Bile Titan, that tells me that realistically this thing is going to be pumping out a lot of damage, and apparently it has the damage output of the laser cannon. So overall, this thing could be pretty damn good, that's for sure. Let me know if you guys are going to be using it in the comment section below. I know a lot of you have been excited to see that one come in. In other news, he actually also responded with regards to the warp pack, asking how many jumps does the warp pack have before collapsing? Like, what kind of damage will it do to a target and stuff like that? Now, Alexus actually responded, and this one blew my mind. But it states right here, the first jump is completely safe. The next one has minor complications. The third one has minor complications. Now, you can wait between jumps to let it cool down. The important thing to note is that it's not a traversal tool. We don't want you to travel big distances with it or keep jumping every second. Now, obviously, this has no limitations. If you want to consistently jump, you can, although it's going to fail very, very, very quickly, and I can't wait to test that one out as to how quickly it will actually deplete. But it is mainly used as an attack tool. As you'll be able to see inside of the trailers and stuff like that, they actually warp into like crowds of enemies, and it's almost like a warp grenade going off. This does tell me though, we'll likely see a dark fluid warp grenade come in the works at some stage or another, because, well, it's exactly what this thing is, but you're wearing it. It's really, really cool, and one of the biggest things that I can't wait to get my hands on from the new Control Group Warbond. I think that they're onto a winner with this one. We put up a poll just yesterday, and apparently it appears that you guys all agree as well. With 10,000 votes, 96% of you said that it was amazing. So that is some really, really good numbers, something that you definitely want to take into consideration. We're going to move into the overheads on the back end, though, right now. we are going to take a look at the known issues list as it was updated just yesterday, but flew under the radar with a massive Warbond coming into the midst. But they updated the Wasp can only be fired semi-auto after switching firing modes and back. Now, we obviously already kind of knew about that one. That's been around for quite some time. Seems that the list is a little bit behind, but again, just passing a message on from B Vitamin, these ones are the ones that people message in about a lot. So there are obviously more problems and there are more known issues, but this is ones that they give to us because they receive a massive amount of tickets from them. So just bear that one in mind. If your issue isn't on the list, it doesn't mean it's not being worked on. It just means that this is a really easy way to answer a lot of ticket submissions, or at least that's what I've managed to get from B Vitamin anyway. Nonetheless, so it appears that the company is actually expanding out massively. We had to jump back onto the Wayback Machine to go and see where it was at in April with regards to the job hires. Now, obviously, we know that some of these have actually been solidified already, but I actually can't believe how many we're looking at. There were so many things in here, including the senior release manager, tech managers, senior technical artists, product directors, stack engineers that we know full well were hired. But now the only thing that they're looking for is a chief technology officer for Stockholm in terms of programming in tech. This is absolutely huge because it means that Arrowhead is expanding massively as they are making some really fast hires. I'm really excited to see what it is that all these new people can actually do, what they can bring to the table, and what it is that they can actually implement inside of the game to be able to give us something absolutely incredible. I'm here for it all, and a massive welcome to all of you guys who have managed to secure those job positions. It's really great to have you on board, and we can't wait to see what work you've got. Nonetheless, so talking about work that's going on, it appears that something's happening on the Automaton sector that we didn't know about. Now, I don't know if this is full factual, as I have not been watching Cyberstan all that much, and I'll be completely honest, I'm really relying on this post right here that states, these lines are new, something's happening. Just randomly looked at the Valdez sector and noticed that these supply lines that weren't there before. Now, they are obviously connecting Cyberstan. This is a really, really odd one, but what we do know is that the connection from Cyberstan is still locked off to the rest of the area. So we can't still gain any access to it really in terms of actually being able to get there. But it does mean that something is happening if supply lines are starting to show up. Now, they've also had an extremely high resistance jump as it was sat at around a 1% resistance rate, and it's now jumped up to a 5 resistance as well. So something could be happening on the Automaton sector, and with only 3 days remaining on the major order, something tells me that it's going to be looking red and hazy for the next MO. Let me know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below, but I really hope it is. I'm super excited to eventually get that one done and get over to the Automaton sector. Moving forward, though, we're going to take a look at your top comments, as you guys had a lot to talk about in the last one, where we actually showcased the Dark Fluid Warbond and gave you guys all of the deepest and darkest bits of information with regards to it. This first one right here states, oh my god, that's such a good pun. Teleporting in a lot of games is called blinking, so the pack is called the Blink 182. Yeah, it was really, really clever. I actually really liked it. The pack itself is called the Lift 182, and if you take a look at what it actually does and it blinks you across the map, it's actually Blink 182. A really good band, actually, one of which it pretty much run over my childhood. So yeah, absolutely love that. I am so here for it. This next one states right here, our second off yourself Warbond. Yeah, there are a lot of things that can actually kill you inside of this Warbond, so do bear that in mind. Although Helldivers will risk their life for democracy, so don't complain about it, just take it like a trooper. Moving forward though, this last one right here states, a effing warp pack was my first opinion on the Warbond. This is going to be funny as S, I can just tell. Yeah, I'm really excited for this Warbond, and I would probably say this is the most excited I've been for a Warbond. I don't think that there's really any level comparison for this. If they've done this correctly and the numbers are good and the balance is okay inside of the Warbond, this could possibly be the best Warbond I think that we've ever had inside of the game. A lot of you guys who are number crunchers will really ruin me on that one, but as far as fun and replayability and enjoyable points, I think this one is going to hold the cake for sure. Nonetheless, so unfortunately that's what we've got time for today. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Appreciate your faces, get your gamer subs, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.